Bitter criticism. Reading. Let's read something from Al Jazeera, not related to the genocide. I don't like the genocide, but just remembering you today there was 33 Palestinian dead. 33 Palestinian dead just today. This is an Al Jazeera news about China. Economy, technology. U.S. rolls out new weak exports control aimed at restricting China's chip industry. U.S. Commerce Department says curbs follow consultation with international partners. We have a photograph. The photograph says the Department of Commerce building, Washington D.C. on January 26, 2022. September 6, 2024. The United States has rolled out fresh export controls on quantum computers and semiconductor manufacturing equipment amid concerns about the use of advanced technologies by rivals such as China. The U.S. Department of Commerce said on Thursday that the export restrictions follow consultation with international partners and will strengthen relations with, quote, like-minded countries. Quote, today's action ensures our national export controls keep step with rapidly evolving technologies and are more effective when we work in concern with international partners. Undersecretary for the Bureau of Industry and Security, Alan Esteves, said in a statement, quote, aligning our controls on quantum and other advanced technologies makes it significantly more difficult for our adversaries to develop and deploy these technologies in ways that threaten our collective security. The US has sought to throttle China's tech industry with curbs on advanced chips and related equipment amid the growing strategic rivalry between Washington and Beijing. US President Joe Biden's administration has also pressed allied countries to introduce their own restrictions to limit China's access to semiconductor technology. On Friday, the Netherlands announced tighter controls on exports of semiconductor making machines. Netherlands is very important because they produce chips. They have lithography on ASLN or something. I don't remember. Quote, we see that technological advances have given rise to increased security risks associated with the export of this specific manufacturing equipment, especially in the current geopolitical context, Dutch Foreign Trade Minister Reinhard Klever said in a statement. Other countries, including Japan, have previously joined U.S. efforts to hobble the Chinese tech sector by rolling out curbs on advanced chip-making equipment. Beijing has in turn ramped up efforts to achieve self-sufficiency in advanced chips, pouring billions of dollars into its domestic industry. In a recent analysis, Techanalie, a Tokyo-based semiconductor research company, said that Chinese-made chips are only about 3 years behind those produced by Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co. Limited, the industry leader, despite U.S. efforts to constrain its rivals. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Friday accused the U.S. of violating market principles and disrupting global supply chains. Quote, this does not align with the interests of any side, spokesman Mao Ning told a regular news conference, and does it source news agencies. But let's read something else about China on Al Jazeera. is a podcast actually, but I'm going to read the text. Look, there's a small text here. So there's a text on the podcast, the Inside History podcast. Interesting, isn't it? Why is China financing African countries? September 5th, 2024. China promises African nations $50 billion in loans and founding a summit of leaders in Beijing. It underlines the country's position as the continent's number one investor. What does this investment means for Africa, China, and its Western rivals? In this episode, Hannah Ryder, former diplomat and economist, Sanucha Naidu, senior research associate at the Institute for Global Dialogue. I guess I'm going to follow. Oh, I made a mistake here. I just want to read the text. Just the text, please. It's been hard to read the text, but it's no problem. Anyway, it's not possible. Maybe I will have to listen to the podcast. Well, that's it. Very interesting. Why China is financing African countries. Live long for China and Qatar too, and Al Jazeera and CGTN.